All right, we were gifted this sprinkler controller. It is a wireless sprinkler controller, and we're going to replace this manual sprinkler controller that we have previously installed, and we're going to see how easy it is to swap it out. Your configuration may vary. This is just what we have. This is an Orbit sprinkler controller that I installed when I installed the system. It's manual, has a bunch of different settings here. It's very similar to any sprinkler controller you're going to see. I'll explain these wires a little bit later, but we're only using about half of them, and this new sprinkler controller should slot right into this spot. Before you start, I would highly recommend these are wires that we're not using. I would highly recommend you mark the wires that you're using so that you can remember where to put them into this new sprinkler controller. I'm just currently unhooking all of the wires that are hooked up on this old controller. And again, your configuration may be different, but mine is a toolless configuration that you just pull up and pull the wires out. This new one actually has little screws that you have to screw up and down to connect the wires, but like I say, every system is different. So to remove this old sprinkler controller, we're just taking out the mounting screws. These are some other screws that I put in. These are just like a cabinet screw, but we'll just remove those, and this box should pop right off the wall. And then you can just pull the box off and it's ready for the new controller. When you receive this, you can open the cover here just like that, and then this pops off. Let's see if I can do it. Just like that. And you have your power supply wire as well as some wire nuts and a few other things for the installation. So I'd recommend you remove those before you knock out this knockout for installation on the conduit. Okay, this is the little bag that comes inside of the sprinkler controller. This is a cover for your 120 volt AC, which you hook up your power. Essentially, it's the power that's coming in. There's a little cover for it. There are some mounting screws as well as some little anchors in case you need to anchor into something. If you can't get into wood, you would use these anchors if it's masonry or drywall or something of that sort. There's some wire nuts to connect the wires inside this box, and then some keys to lock up your controller if you need to. We're going to take this box, we're going to feed these existing wires into here, and then that will slot right back down over the top of that. So I'm probably just going to use these two mounting holes, but there's also one up top up here, if you can see this. Okay, now for right now, I'm just going to push these wires to the side here. Well, to try to get them out of my way. Well, they don't want to stay very good, but we need to now thread through this power supply. So if you look right here, it looks like it comes with a little hole kind of pre-installed. This should fit this nice little covered wire in there. So thread these up through and push them through here. Perfect. See how that fits right in there? And now this is very simple. It's all color coded. Green to green, white to white, black to black. And we can use those provided wire nuts to do that. Okay, this is what I like to do. Green to green, I'll twist them together with my fingers a little bit first. They're already come pre-stripped, so it should be fine. Take your wire nut, put it on all the way as tight as you can get them. You don't need to really wrench on them, just make them nice and tight. And then I do a pull test at the end, make sure they don't come out. And I'll do that with all three of these wires. Those are all good. So now I'm gonna thread these back inside here, make them fit in there nicely enough to get the cover on, and we'll put that cover plate on. This little cover plate has a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm just going to use my Leatherman and just put a cover plate on this. It should screw right into that little brass piece right there. So after you put that cover plate on, we're going to hold off on hooking up the power and plugging it into the outlet. We'll hook up our other wires first. Okay, now that we're back putting things together, reference the photo that you took previously for which zone. So like each zone is going to be a different color, so you will hook those back the same way that you had them hooked up previously in your old sprinkler controller, and then the white wires will go in these common lugs right here. And then it's labeled here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8-zone controller. We're only going to be using 6 of them for my sprinklers, and I'll reference my photo and put them back the same way that they were. Okay, just as a demonstration, here's this next one. The green zone is going to go next, my second zone. You'll actually loosen this lug a little bit first. It opens up a spot here, and you can plug the wire in, tighten it back down, snug, and give it a little pull. It's good to go. These are just extra wires that are not in use right now. I clipped all the ends off. They're just going to get tucked up in here as well. And this is hooked back up the way it was previously to my other controller. This just clicks back in like that, and you can close it up, but we're not quite done yet. Let's go ahead and plug power in. Okay, so we've got this plugged into power. You can see it's flashing green here. I downloaded the application. You can just type in the name of this company, Remo Garden, and you can get their app. I just hit add controller. It explains the steps here. It uses Bluetooth to set up the Wi-Fi device. So I'm close enough to it to hit Bluetooth. I've got everything hooked up here. It asks you a few questions like your address and gets you connected to your Wi-Fi, and then it'll walk you through the setup of zones. I'm going to look here. It has 1 through 8, and you can go through each zone here. It's inactive, and you can there's a bunch of settings. This is a very intuitive app. You can tap to disable, but I want to set this one up, so I'll hit next. Zone 1, we'll just leave it as zone 1 for now. Next. I'm not going to take a picture or anything. You have the option to do that, but I'm not going to do that. You can select what type of grass you have, root depth depending on your lawn, and there's some settings here you can set up, what type of spray head you have, and the soil type that we have. We do get lots of sun in a lot of the places, and we're pretty flat here. Square feet, it's saving, and we'll just finish that. Okay, just for demonstration here, I'm gonna hit quick run. The zone is at 5 minutes. Hit next and hit play here. And the zone in the back sprinklers getting the kids wet, just turned on. So that was all from the phone here, and now look, those are on. I can hit pause or stop. Right now I'll just hit stop, and the sprinkler's turned off. Alright guys, that's been the installation of this outdoor smart sprinkler controller. Really easy installation. It is water resistant. It is made to be outside, probably not in direct path of the water spraying, but it has a nice little gasket around the inside here. You control it all through your phone. It has a lot of smart settings. It knows the weather, where your location is, and you can set up all kinds of different start times, duration times, when it's sunny, when it's cold, winterization. There's all kinds of things that you can set up within the app. So I'd encourage you to really go through the setup that they have available on their website and get familiar with all of the settings that are available on your phone. And you can really configure it any way that you want. So if you're in the market for a good sprinkler controller, I would definitely recommend to check this one out. Last thing, just so you know, that if you do not want to use your phone, you don't have your phone, you misplaced your phone, you can actually use this manually. So you can click through zones, you can start them, you can stop them, and do whatever you need to there. So if you perchance misplace your phone, it's dead, you need to turn your sprinklers off, you can still do it manually right here at the controller.